Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NFL Week 16's preview and predictions. All right, let's get to the Christmas Day matchup between the Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Saints coming into this game as a 7-point favorite, the over-under at 52. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to lean with the Saints, 38.5, 29.7, the over-under at 68.2. 48% chance of covering for the Saints, 79 for the Vikings. Tampa Bay taking on the Lions. The bookmakers have made the Bucks an 8.5-point road favorite. The over-under set at 53.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to lean with the Bucks here. 38.7, 21.2. The over-under at 60. Looking at the value index on this game, we had Tampa Bay at minus 5.72. Bookmakers are trying to squeeze 8.5 out of you. And for the Lions, we had them at plus 7.3. And you're getting 8.5, so you're getting good value on the Lions. San Francisco 22. Arizona 32, the over-under landing on 54.8. 82% chance of covering for San Francisco. San Francisco struggling right now. 3 straight up losses and against the spread, where Arizona coming off a big win over the Eagles on the weekend, 33-26. They have a 42% chance of covering this weekend. Miami taking on the Raiders. We got the Raiders in a close one. No, actually, we have Miami in a close one here. 35-34. The over-under landing on 70. A lot of points here. Looking at the Kogo, however, the Kogo stands for a chance of game going over the total. We have it at 38%. Keep in mind, the Raiders will be on 8 days rest. They've lost 4 against the spread, and their last 3 have gone over the total, where the Fish, coming off that big win over New England, and their last 4 games, they've covered. Chicago, big win against Minnesota, 33-27 in the last game. They enter Jacksonville as a 7.5-point road favorite. Over-under at 46.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to go with Trubisky and the Bears. 25-9, the over-under at 34.7. The chance of this game going over the totals at 52%. Looking at the chance of covering, 62% for the Jags, 42% for the Bears, who won a 2-game straight-up win streak and against the spread. Atlanta taking on the Chiefs. Man, we got a close one here, 18-17. And looking at the number here, minus 10.5 home favorite for Kansas City, over-under at 53.5. ATS forecast likes this game to go way under the total at 36.5. The Kogo is at 52%. Looking at the Chiefs on a 9-game win streak right now, where the Atlanta Falcons, 3-game losing streak. They had a good, they had a good lead against Tampa Bay, but that defense couldn't hold Tom Brady and company. Cincinnati taking on Houston. The Texans, an 8.5-point home favorite. The over-under set at 45.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to go with the Texans over Cincinnati, who coming off that big Monday night win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was their, let's face it, that was their Super Bowl. That was the Super Bowl for the Bengals. What a classic letdown spot here against Houston. Looking at the chance of covering, does favor the Texans at 65%. Houston on a 3-game losing streak, and the last 3 have gone under the total. Indianapolis taking on the Steelers. Now, big game here. Steelers need to win one of the last 2 games here to win the NFC North Division. We have the Steelers squeaking by a win here by 1 point, 26.6 to 25.4. The over-under at 52.09. 59% chance of this game going over the total. We had Pittsburgh on the value index of minus 7.29, but we also had Indy at minus 5.65. So you're getting good value on both these teams. 71% chance of covering for the Steelers, who've lost their last 4 games against the spread. Washington taking on Carolina. We got the Panthers winning this one 24-16. The over-under at 41.2. Ron Rivera facing his old team, and the Washington football team players will be pumped to win this for their Riverboat run. 38% chance of covering for Carolina, 21 for Washington. The last 3 games for Washington have gone under the total. Cleveland taking on the Jets. We got the Browns winning this one 25-15. The over-under at 40.72. Big win for the Jets, getting their first win of the season. So, you got to be good to be in a classic letdown spot. But you know what? That one win, and you're facing a hot Cleveland team who's done very well this year, coming off a 20-6 win over the G-Men last Sunday. 44% chance of winning covering for Cleveland. 49 for the GETS Jets. Giants taking on the Ravens. We got Baltimore as a 14.5-point home favorite. The over-under is set at 44.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to lean with the Ravens. 2016, the over-under to land on 36.7. The Kogo is at 55%. Again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over. If you are new to the Raymond Report, the Raymond Report is based on 3 key fundamentals: value, the percentage play, and performance cycles. And that's why I'm always talking about all 3 of those aspects in these reports. Looking at the G-Men on a 6-game under streak. Look at that Kogo at 55%. So it does like it to go over the total. But keep in mind, Baltimore's last 3 games have gone over. So should be an interesting from a totals point of view in that game. Denver, coming off a big loss to the Bills, 48-19, will travel to LA to take on the Chargers. Minus 3.5 point is the line here on LA. Over under at 48.5. LA on a 9 days rest now. And the Chargers will see their last 2 games straight up win and against the spread. 8-6 on the season towards the over. 5-9 straight up record. Looking at their last 3 games strength of schedule, 22%. So they've played some really soft teams in their last 3 games. And that's why you're seeing them on a good winning streak here in the last 2. Where Denver, their strength of schedule in the last 3 games, 66.6%. So coming in battle tested to face the Chargers. Boy, the Rams are going to be in a nasty mood this weekend facing Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the Hawks, a 2.5 point home favorite. Over under set at 47.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to see the Rams bounce back here. 27-22, the over under at 50.2. Looking at the chance of covering, 58% for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, who are on a 2-game win streak. However, the last 6 for the Hawks have gone under the total, where the last 2 for the Rams have gone under as well. The Kogo at a whopping 74%. Be careful on that total. Eagles, Cowboys, good matchup right here. Dallas going into this game as a 2.5 point home underdog. Over under set at 48.5. ATS forecast going to lean with Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. 24-20. Over under at 45.1. Looking at the last 2 games for the Eagles have gone over the total. They'll be playing on 6 days rest, both teams. And the over-under record for both teams, 8-6 on the year to the over for the Cowboys, 6-7-1 to the under for the Eagles. Tennessee taking on the Packers. Packers only a 3.5 point home favorite. Over-under set at 56.5. We got the Packers winning in a blowout, 46.2-21. The over-under at 67.2. So let's face it, this is going to come into Aaron Rodgers' passing game against Derrick Henry's running game and the Titans. If either team can stop each of those offense, then you got yourself probably a nice little selection there. But the hard part is, what's going to be better? The Packers offense, throwing machine, or is it going to be the running game of the Tennessee Titans? And should be a great matchup at Lambeau this Sunday. All right, looking at the Packers' last 4 games, 4 games straight up win, 2 ATS losses. So even though they're winning, they're not covering the spread, where Tennessee coming off a 46-25 win. They've won their last 2 games straight up and against the spread. The Kogo on this game is at 53%. And then finally, the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. And, your AFC East champions, the Buffalo Bills, going into this one as a 6.5 point road favorite. The over-under set at 44.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, going to lean with the Bills here. 29-25, the over-under at 54. Who's going to stop Josh Allen in that potent offense of the Buffalo Bills? And looking at the Kogo in this game, it is at 59%, so it does like it to go over the total. The Bills' over-under record on the year is 10-4, where the New England, it's always funny how the law of average always shows up, 4-10 to the under. Looking at the chance of covering, does favor New England at 62% compared to 18% for the Bills, and that's because they've covered their last 6 against the spread. Guys, you can get my top plays each and every day right here at atsstats.com. In fact, why not try out the free Raymond Report? Go to NFL on top, go to free Raymond Report. Once you get there, you're going to see a pull-down menu in the top right-hand column. Select the game of your choice, go to that game, and get the free Raymond Report tip sheet, along with some of the stats and trends at the bottom right here. Like this one here, Minnesota Vikings as a road team as an underdog during week 12 to 16, coming off back-to-back straight-up losses, 11-2-2 against the number. And that's the kind of information you're going to get here at atsstats.com using the Rain Report. As always, folks, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you back shortly here on the Rain Report. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Rain Report.